Right? Let's start. Of all the men I've ever been with, you happen to be my biggest regret. See, they say you don't know what you got till it's gone, and I'm still here, so you can't see this diamond in the rough, this rose that has yet to grow out of the concrete. I still remain cocooned in my front about how I don't care for you any more than I've led you to believe. Scared that I wake up one day and won't be able to hide these butterflies. I swear I do not feel when I'm with you. You are home to me. You keep me in a nostalgic state of mind, reminiscent of our first time we kissed, when your lips touched mine, first time you held my hands, when you ran your fingers through my hair and told me I was beautiful. I cried. And as usual, I tried to read between the lines, because Daddy always told me, think outside the box, look beyond the picture, baby girl, you are smarter than this, better than this, you know you are beautiful, so no out looking for love. Men will come to you. So I stopped looking, and then you found me. And I don't know what love is, but you're the closest I've ever gotten to it, so let's pretend you actually cared. And when you told me you loved me, it was because you figured it would get you one step closer to getting in my pants. Hell, I barely have enough room for myself in there. Too many lies, running in one button. Too many lies, still remain hidden. Too many lies, I pretended not to notice. Too many lies, when are you gonna notice me? Too many lies, you're single, right? Too many lies. Hey, I never done this before. Let's pretend you were my first. Let's pretend I was your last. Let's pretend we both didn't have it. Let's pretend all my poems aren't about you. Let's pretend you weren't the first thing that came to mind when I woke up in the morning and when you went to bed at night. Let's pretend we're in love or in lust or just lost. Let's pretend I am not carrying your child. Of all the men I've ever been with, you happen to be my biggest regret. See, they say you don't know what you got till it's gone. And what we've got right now is a child, and she is not going anywhere. Unlike me, our beautiful rose has grown out of the concrete. Even though there are too many cracks in our relationship, she still made it through. So let's stop pretending. And if you still don't know what love is, look at your daughter. She'll show you. Lately, she's been wondering when Daddy's coming home. Look at her and tell her, you never left. Thank you. So I see a lot of new faces at the moment, and there's some old faces, and most of you who've heard my poetry, you know I write a lot about relationships and stuff, so fellas, beware, if you date me, I will write about you. This piece is called Same Full Different Page, basically expresses frustration towards the male species. It's okay. At first, I'll try to avoid you because you're probably not very attractive, or maybe you are, but your jeans are 4 sizes too big, like you stole them from your big brother. So they said, way too low, and I'm wondering why you won't just get your ass a belt. Then there goes that smile, and now you got 1 foot in the door, we'll talk. I mean, I'll probably do most of that, and you won't listen to the shit I say, but you let away I lick my lips, so occasionally in between phrases, in your mind I could be licking the hell out of someone else, so now you're really digging me. I tell you I listen to the likes of Nicki Minaj and then Lauryn Hill, and I read authors like Eric Jerome Dickey and Sister Soldier. You're still staring at my lips, you smile. The only person you're trying to associate with in that list is Nicki Minaj, because you would love to get your Minaj on with me and my best friend, Nicki. But I let that slide, because you say you're a fan of Tribe Called Quest, and now you've caught my heart for the evening. You think I'm mad funny, so you try to return the favor. Your text messages get wittier than the last. You find my sarcasm sexy. You think I'm different. I'm some kind of special, so you want to get to know me slowly, peeling back my layers like an onion. In no time, no. You'll be out the door and on to the next. Realize when you thought I was some kind of special, it was the same kind of special as every other female, like, oh, you really are different. I'll shake my head, shut the door, and return to where I was before you two-stepped your way into my diary. See, you're just another page, sweetheart. The last few pages just had a different brand of jeans on. Why don't you just Do Beyonce and all the single ladies out there favoring tattoo replaceable on your forehead. That way we don't be expecting you to put a ring on it. Couple months later, you're back on, fresh drawers, plaid shirt, skinny jeans on. I'm up front, so I tell you, I'm not trying to go down that road again. You smile like, nah, baby girl. I ain't like them other dudes you used to mess with, but really to me, you're just the same fool, different page. Alright, I'm gonna hit y'all with another relationship poem. It's called R-Type Love. Like Shahan, I wanted to love like you, thinking about me, thinking about you type love. But our love was a different type love. I mean, I was thinking about you, thinking about me all the damn time, but while I was thinking about you, you was thinking about everything else before me. I was something like an afterthought, and baby, don't get me wrong, I'm sure you loved me at some point, or so you claimed. But the only time I felt it, I mean, really felt it was in between the sheets. I was never sure about it, but when we was in my bedroom, illuminated by nothing but the dim lights from my iPod, Erykah Badu singing how she gets plenty, you marking the contours of my body and me. I be writing poetry in my head about how sexy you made me feel. I feel sexy when my toes curl while you nibble on my ears, tracing figurates on my nipples, sending chills down my spine, wishing we were stuck back in time like when I first fell in love with poetry. I was sure, I was so damn sure you loved me, and I guess it's mad bad for confusing sex with love, but I was sure you loved me, baby. That's my diary. I was sure the amount of poetry I wrote about you, I was sure. But look, where being sure has gotten me. Hey, I still really like you. We can still be friends, right? Yeah, well, friends don't write this kind of poetry about just they friends. Friends don't write this much poetry about they friends. For weeks I had sat in my room, illuminated by nothing but the dim lights from my iPod, Erykah Badu singing how she gets plenty. You nowhere next to me, and me. I be writing poetry in my head about how I wish we had that type love like Shahan. I wanted to love like you, thinking about me, thinking about you type love. And now I've got this notebook filled with all the poetry I wrote about you, and I realize that now it's just a book. A book of words filled with fantasies and misconceptions and hope. A book of words you will never, ever get to read, because truth be told, I don't think there's anything I can ever write to make you love me.